was really just a push because I was devoting so much of my life to, I'm a firm believer in faith. I've got a strong relationship with Jesus Christ. And so I was serving him. I was serving the people in the community at Godspeed. I was serving in the church. I was doing all these things, but then my wife and my kids were getting leftover Blake. And so the Lord kept putting it on my heart. He said, man, you got to change something. And so we actually went on a mission trip in July. And there we were in Honduras, and it was in a Wednesday night church service. And I just told the Lord, I said, you need to speak to me right now. I'm listening. I will do whatever you tell me to do. And he said, walk away. Your priorities are wrong. You're trying, but you're failing. Right. So I was not doing my duties as a man, a biblical man, to what I owed to my wife and my children. And so I said, something's got to change. And so at that moment, he told me to walk away. I'm walking back to the shelter we were staying at. I told my wife, I said, hey, when I get back, this is going to be tough, but I'm walking away from Godspeed. And so that was a very, very emotional, difficult transition for me, but I just trusted the Lord was going to provide. Again, I didn't really want to get into fitness. I said, I'm going to go do something completely different. I'm just going to change avenues. And then over the 2 to 3 week period post my exit, Lord just kept putting it on my heart that, this is something that I've gifted you in the ability to serve well. Now here in this aspect, training and serving, you can still do everything you want, but I'm going to give you a way that you can do it and still see your family and be there in the manner that you want to. And it was weird. I was working out one morning and my wife was texting me and she was like, hey, have you heard of this company? Right. And she's talking about your company. And I was like, yeah, I have, I have. And, she's like, well, I'm texting somebody right now. She threw one of the message threads and I said, well, I'm on the phone texting somebody from there too. So at the same time, without even knowing it, I'm reaching out to somebody, she's reaching out to somebody. And then we talked and I said, let's roll. And so that is where we are today. I launched my business, which is called Prime for Life Training. And so I doing a little play on my last name, I want to set people up for success. And my kind of tagline is, I want to help hold people accountable on the disciplines of faith, fitness, and fuel. And that has allowed me to do exactly what I love doing, serving people, serving a community. And then I have been more present for my family in the last month of this business than I ever have been in the last 20 years. Right. And so it's been really, really good. It's been a wild roller coaster, but it's rolling and I'm loving it.
Dude, this is, oh man, I have so much to unpack. This is like freaking
Yeah,